Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Adrodals Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the VK7201K. This is a Tier 10 German Super Heavy, a vehicle that features a 15 centimeter, just like the E100, dealing a whopping 640 damage. But even better than that, something the E100 doesn't carry is tungsten shells, increasing your average damage up to 105 to 125%. Impossible to even have a low roll. In fact, you can only get a high roll with this ability. Tungsten shells are one of the saviors when it comes to the VK, because if I'm going to be completely honest, this tank definitely feels like a worse E100 now. Its turret armor is decent, but the E100's turret armor is just better, because it got buffed a lot, to a point now where the E100 can just angle its turret and really no medium can penetrate it. Sure, it's a big old box and you can pen the sides and the rear, but I'd say that's honestly the same for the VK72, because the entire sides of this turret are a very weak, rounded surface. And the thing about circles is that no matter what angle you're shooting at, if you hit center on the middle of the circle, it's always going to be a flat angle, actually making it pretty weak to shoot at, compared to, let's say, the E100 having a flat surface means that sometimes you can actually shoot at the side of the E100 turret and it'll just be at the wrong angle at the wrong time, and it'll actually get some bounces. So let's make our way up into the front line. Unfortunately, it appears that our team wants to go town. I don't know why so many people want to go town, especially like an E5. That's such a good tank to push up the bridge, but once again, people like going town on Noob Bay. This is why Wargaming needs to share tutorial videos from people that understand how to play the game, but no. Either way, I'm going to push on up. It looks like I just got the little flag there for capturing the base, even though I didn't do anything. We got the yo off to the side, and this right here is where I'm going to get a slap. There you go. Nice 515 damage. Thank you very much. You did notice I actually loaded heat there. I had to make a split-second decision if I wanted to tap him with a heat shell or an AP, and I kind of figured that it was only going to work if we fired heat at the angle his vehicle was sitting at. So, is the yo still here? Yes, he is. This is a very awkward position for me to try and shoot him at, but there you go. Another nice heat shell into his hull. What yo players don't realize is that their hull, well, maybe not yo players, but that yo player doesn't realize is that his hull is not good, and he is poking his entire hull against a vehicle that can literally pen it everywhere. We got the FE4005 pushing off to the side, and I was kind of hoping he'd continue going. Maybe he will. Oh, it looked like he was going to. We also got the IS-7 over here. Let's just go for a shot into him. Boom, 792 tap into the IS-7. That's gotta hurt you, bro. That is why tungsten shells is such a nasty consumable. It lets you roll just absolutely mind-boggling shots. So, 2 more seconds left, and we'll have another shell maybe ready for the IS-7. Unfortunate. I mean, we're doing fine right now. And I'm not really too worried. I mean, nobody's going to really pen me in the current position I'm sitting in, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, our 62A is kind of being caught out in the open, but there's really not much I can do about that. Our E5 is still full health, and I'm really hoping that the rest of our team gets their butts in gear so we can start to do a little bit better as a team. Alright, so what I'm thinking is I'm just going to push this E75 really quickly. I've got enough alpha to just go a badonk right onto his hatch, and there you go. Nice 636 tap into his vehicle. I could have loaded heat and just gone for his hull, but I think it was a pretty nice slap into his hatch as it is, so it works. Let's reload again. Another 6 seconds to go, and we should have a pretty nice tap into the enemy IS-7. This is where the VK's armor is going to be pretty solid. The IS-7 is going to have a very hard chance of penetrating this frontal armor because it is so dang thick. So the ML2 is unfortunately not going to finish him off. That kind of sucks because I don't want to use a 600 alpha shell on a vehicle that, oh, that's a yo. That yo does not like me. Goodbye. Haha, stinker. Alright, well, I guess if we don't want to deal with the yo, let's go this way, and maybe we can get a shell into the E3. Let's just fire into his side. Goodbye. Alright, well this is pretty easy, all things considered. I mean, we're definitely going to win this battle. We're up to 3,500 damage dealt. Our Emil guaranteed is going to bounce that IS-7. There's no way he pens this. I'm watching though. I believe in you, Emil. I am not helping you. I am going to go get the yo, or... Ooh, we also got the Vickers Light over here. Huh. Maybe this Vickers Light's going to poke it? I doubt it. Doesn't look like he's going to. But I will speed towards the Vickers Light. I doubt I'm going to be able to shoot him. I'm hoping that one of our tanks captures the base, because we are in a little bit of a problem when it comes to base cap right now. But let's just keep on going. This Vickers is going to have to try and run, but I don't think this Vickers can run because we are already here. So, bye-bye. Perfect. All right. Well, that went pretty well. I gotta be real. All that's left is the Yo, and we just gotta get a bounce from the Yo. Or that works too. You know, the Yo just messes up his shot, and he bounces me. That works as well. All right. Well, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? This is the VK-72. As you can see, it worked pretty well in this battle. We used it hull down, and because of that, the enemy had a very hard time penetrating us, and we used our very beefy alpha to outtrade the enemy opponents. We would not have done the same playstyle in the E100 as we did there in the VK. The E100, I probably would have tried side-scraping a lot more and not using my turret armor as much. While the E100 turret did get buffed, the VK's turret is still rounded on the front, and that means that as long as you're able to angle it correctly, it is pretty dang strong. The other thing about the VK is that its frontal plate is a lot better than the E100's. The only spot you can really pen with AP is that small little bar that you can see on the bottom of my screen right now. As long as you can make sure that bar is pretty well angled, it's actually a super thick spot to try and penetrate. So, this battle, I am going to be pushing over towards A side with my team. The VK, as we just talked about, has nice turret armor, and because of that, I'm going to try and use that turret armor hull down over towards base A if the enemy tries going there. I should also point out, just looking at the lineup, there are no tank destroyers on either side, so I'm probably not going to have to worry about being snapped to the side by TDs, but that does create more tricky situations because the enemy team has 3 mediums and 4 heavies. That's actually a pretty even split there. Our team actually has the same, so I guess we'll find out, right? I'm just going to keep on going, keep on going. You can see I went low and our Kron went high. Because the Kron went high, he's already down 400 hit points. But if you go low like I did, then you're in a pretty good position to just keep on pushing over towards the side like this. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here on my positioning, but that shell just did not go close to where I wanted it to. So we got the VK-90. Looks like he's going to push onto the TVP, and if the VK-90 is going to do that, then I'm just going to push right over. I mean, we got enough armor, I think, to actually do this. Sure, the Kron's probably going to be a bit of a pain to deal with. Well, you know what, if the Kron's just going to show his entire upper plate, we might as well just shoot him. I'll take a free 500 damage tap into his vehicle. And at this point, we're doing pretty good again. I mean, the enemy team's in a tricky situation here. And if they shoot at me, that's fine. Because obviously I'm a super heavy. The whole point of a super heavy is to be shot at by the enemy. So let's reload. Let's put a tungsten shell on the burner. And oof, that's got to hurt you. That's really got to hurt you. Unfortunately, my teammate did get finished off. But that's all good. I'm just going to put on my reverse gear and start backing up. I'm going to use this dead tank as a little bit of cover. Looks like this guy's getting absolutely bedonkered. And then we got the 50 TP off to the side. And we... What? Okay. Sometimes wargaming doesn't like me. I've talked about this in the past. I swear RNG is rigged. There's no way that a shell just does that to me. Oh well. Reloading. We got 5 more seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and... can we HEM? Yes, we can. You know what? That made up for it at least. But it really didn't. We should have been able to just, you know, tap him with a standard shell. Oh well, let's make our way into the front line. We have the TVP right off towards the side here, and this TVP is a pretty easy shot, I've got to be real. I mean, our VK-90 is going for him as well. I'm just going to drive like this, and we're going to go for a nice HE. Oh, 900 buckaroos into his lower plate. TVP has good frontal armor on the upper plate for not getting HE'd, but its lower armor is not good at all, and that is exactly what we took advantage of there. Our STB is going to push the enemy one, and our VK-90 is probably going to finish him off, so I'm not going to worry too much about the STB. I'm more going to focus on this E75, which is a free chunk of damage. Hello, Mr. E75. I really want to tap an AP, but I'm just going to go for a heat. It was like pinkish, but not the kind of pink I trust to pen, just pinkish to a point where I don't want to go for the risk, so... We did pretty good, though. I mean, heck, we came out with a victory, did 3,626 damage, only blocked 700, but pretty good game overall. This is the VK-72. As you can see, it's a pretty good vehicle. It's not the strongest tier 10. It's got really poor DPM, but, I mean, heck, the Kron's being used in comp now, and that tank's got about the worst DPM you'll find in tier 10, so VK-72 to me, not bad at all. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.